Welcome to First Coast Living. We have such a great show for you today. Normally, we're going to tell you what we've got going on.
Yeah.
But now, we've got to introduce the one, the only.
Yes.
Patrick Warburton.
Hello.
Hello. David.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
This is amazing. Listen, you're one of my favorite actors, one of my favorite voice actors as well. Brock Sampson's probably my favorite character in television, period. So, thank you so much for all the work that you've done, man. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you. Thank you for having me here. Absolutely. Yeah, I've had a lot of really fun opportunities, you know, and I love doing the cartoons. But, yeah, I think it was my wife years ago, actually, who said, you should do cartoons. I go, I guess so. And
you go IMDb, and it's only this long.
Yeah.
But I just, like, when I saw him initially, I was like, Putty, you know, from Seinfeld. But, of course, Joe Swanson on Family Guy.
Absolutely.
And, I mean, tell us a little bit about the difference between acting in person and then doing voice acting, and do you have a preference?
Well, I don't have a preference. They're both, you know, so very different. You know, voice acting is great because you go in and you're done in 15 minutes. You know, it's really quick.
In your pajamas.
Yeah. You know, and acting. Look, I got into acting not to be comedic. You know what I'm saying? Just to be, you know, an actor. So I just sort of fell more into mostly comedies, comedic stuff. And then I kind of you know, fell into, you know, I had an opportunity to do voiceover, and this is during the last season of Seinfeld, and that's when I did I got the opportunity to do Buzz Lightyear for the TV series. That's when I did Kronk, and that's when I got 4 pages of a new pilot or show called Family Guy, and they go, you want to do this? And I looked at it and I go, I'm not sure I can. I'll do it. Okay.
I'll do it.
So I'm so glad I did. It's been awesome working on that show forever, and getting to work with you know, the great Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's all been fun.
That is amazing.
And you're going to be at the Comedy Zone.
That's right.
Tonight.
Comedy Zone tonight. That's right. Yeah.
So yeah, tell us a little bit about your stand-up act.
Well, you know, it's great. I've been doing it for a year. I started touring after just 3 months, and I've been touring since. I'm having a blast doing it. I'm shooting my first special in about 3 weeks. And it's been incredible. I've never known this kind of autonomy. I've always been told what to do, what to say, when to say it, where to say it. And I write all my own material, and I do it when I want, how I want, and where I want. So it's been an awful lot of fun. And I try to keep it, you know, it is stand up. You know, I like anecdotal. That's why, you know, my favorites have always been guys like Chappelle, Patton Oswalt, and it's not a night with, you know, and which it really shouldn't be. Stand-up's got to be stand-up. So most of my stuff I think is really relatable. Being married for, you know, 34 years, 4 kids, 7 dogs, and a mean wife, as I like to say. So people can relate to that.
But speaking of your kids, a video just went viral,
this
right?
is amazing.
Yes.
What's happening in this video? We're going to show it.
Okay, so this is really fun. Yeah. So like, you know, my son Talon, you know, little stuff going on TikTok. You know, not that big at the time. And so at Easter, you know, the boys were there, and then so, you know, he does me, and then you know, Gabriel comes in and does my voice, and then Shane, who's the pilot, he's not even the biz, comes in and kind of steals the show. And then so Talon just posted it, and it went viral, and it's got like over 7 million.
That's
I mean, the 3 boys actually were just on Australian news, you know, doing an interview. So it's really turned into something.
Well, we have it. We
Oh, okay, yeah.
Check it out.
All right, yeah.
All right, Miles, we're going to do the sequel to our little Kronk. Our little Kronk. That we do. What do you think? This is a brand new ceiling outside. It's pretty, ooh, yeah, it's pretty interesting. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's really like the ceiling.
There wasn't
He
a...
really does.
It's not bad, it's almost better. Excuse me?
Look at the way he's looking up. He really likes it. You guys are all so stupid.
Oh. Wow.
This is
I think yours easy. Yeah, that's it. Why don't you leave it to the pros? This is what we do.
That's a beautiful baby.
They nailed it. They nailed it. Apple doesn't fall far from the tree. I love it.
That is so great. That is so great. All right, so what's next for Patrick? What's on the horizon?
Well, I do a little bit of work in J.J. Abrams' new series Duster, which comes out on Max.
Nice.
HBO Max tomorrow.
Oh.
Yes. And I have a new film called The Duel, which is on Amazon Prime, which is a really cool. That was really cool. That was, you know, my agents approached me with it. They go, you have an offer to do an independent film. But we think these 2, you know, young guys that are making it are like the future of Hollywood. It's cool. So I go, well, I read it. It's cool. I'll do it. So we did it. So this is like one of those, like, you know, $1 million budget films, which is very low.
That's super
Lionsgate picked it up. You know, they usually do $300 million like Marvel pictures.
Right.
And then Amazon Prime ended up putting The Duel on Tier 1. And Lionsgate goes, look, we can't get our $50 million budget movies on Tier 1, but they want you guys. So that film turned out really nice.
Yeah.
You know, other than that, I really have just sort of been focusing on doing the shows and stand-up, which I love. I waited so long to do this, but I am a stand-up snob, so I always believe that in order to be a great stand-up, you have to eat, drink, sleep, and breathe it. You never want to be a mediocre stand-up comic, but I just kind of dove into it and have been, pushing really hard and having fun and writing, making omits, adding new things, and having fun and ready to shoot my special in 3 weeks. And it's just been like a really cool, sort of rewarding, year of my career. So yeah.
That's great.
That's rad.
And I'm loving the Tom Selleck sash, by the way.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Certain facial expressions he does, I'm like, is that Tom Selleck? Good looking. All right. No, but let me ask you this. Producer Fred wants to know.
Oh, right.
What is it going to take to get Rules of Engagement back on the air? 7 seasons.
I think,
he wants it.
No, we had,
disappointing answer.
we had our time. Look, it was a fun show, but the network never really supported that show because the network didn't own the show. So we were mid-season every
don't know how it
year.
works.
Yeah, we're mid-season every year, which means we were never on the fall lineup. And then every year they would have a new show that would blank the bed, as they say, and then they would drop us in. So we were like an insurance policy. But after 7 years of mid-season, there was 100 episodes, enough to syndicate, and then the show killed in syndication. So everybody's like, well, so there's only 100 episodes of that show when, usually shows, I think, that, had as good a dynamic and chemistry as we did usually have at least like 200 episodes, but we have 100. And so that's it, with that show.
Everyone loves the dynamic with you and Dave. Dave, oh my gosh, what am I trying to say?
David Spade.
Thank you, David Spade. I'm thinking David Benfield, and I'm like, no, wrong David. But I do have a really important question. I have a very important question for you.
Okay, here we go.
Oh Lord.
Squeaker squeak, squeak and squeak.
Squeakity squeak, squeakers.
He knows
Jordan.
what I'm talking about because he's a junior chipmunk.
You have to
That
be
is amazing.
well versed in all the woodland creatures, not just the squirrels. Yes.
Thank you so much. Look,
My
he
pleasure.
thinks I might have just came up with that
so
look.
much,
No, I literally had it on the script.
Oh, you spelled it out. Yeah. It's all,
Patrick, thank you
all
so much.
gibberish.
Get your tickets
Thank you,
at
Jordan.
comedyzone.com. One night only. And safe travels. I know you've got something with St. Jude's too. We didn't really get enough time to talk about it. I'm sorry, but where can we learn more about it?
Well, you go to Warburton.com. So we started an event for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital 15 years ago. By year 3, we were the #1 event in the nation. And last year, we made just shy of $6.5 million, which is actually more than the Memphis FedEx St. Jude, which is
Well, you're doing
Yes,
great
yeah.
work.
Great
And
job.
you're keeping us laughing along the way. Thank
Yes.
you so much for coming on First
Thank you
Coast
so
Living.
much.
Yes, it was so nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you
Yes.
too, Jordan and David. Thank you.
All right, well, you can stick around
Okay.
because it's time to eat now.
All
I
right.
don't know
Okay.
what you've got planned, but it is time for Living in the Kitchen. So it is Buttermilk Biscuit Day, if you didn't know. So we've invited Vicious Biscuit in honor to, help us celebrate, right? So we've got Mike Ball. He is the VP of Operations. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Appreciate you having us.
We're really excited. So first, before we dig in, tell us about Vicious Biscuit and what all you serve, because I looked at the menu. It's not just biscuits. It's more than that.
It's not. We have healthy fare. We have a la carte food. It is indulgent. You can spend a very little, or you can take your whole family out. It's a fast, casual brunch operation.
Love it.
We want to bring the entertainment side and fun back to brunch, so it's not such a 2 to 3 hour affair. You can get in and enjoy a really good experience and then get on with your day. All around scratch-made biscuits, and we got fresh squeezed OJ, sweet tea, great coffees, all kinds of stuff, and some boozy doozies if you like, a little cocktails.
A little boozy brunch. Okay,
Yes.
so you're mentioning fun, though. I want to get
Yes.
into it. What are we going to get into today?
So today we've got a couple of featured items. These are some of our top sellers. We have our shrimp and grits.
Let me grab a fork.
Oh yeah.
Okay, shrimp and grits.
Yep, and we have our Fat Boy. The shrimp and grits, of course,
it is on a biscuit. though.
It is on a biscuit,
Definitely.
yes. We've got an open-faced buttermilk biscuit. We have world-class grits that we make from scratch each day. Got to cook them slow and low.
Oh my God.
It's got a low country gravy. It's like a Cajun cream sauce with some blackened shrimp, little bacon crumbles and chives. It's
And we gotta get a biscuit.
fantastic. And do not have a full day planned after you eat this, because you'll be ready for a nap after.
Yeah, I
you're
might
done.
have leftovers. And then
Yes.
what is this one again?
So this is the Fat Boy. This is one of our top sellers. This is a crispy fried chicken breast with our pimento cheese, a little hot honey, everything scratch made. It is a true Southern staple.
That is going to make a mess on my face. So let's move on. We've got some dough here. What are we doing here?
We do. I've got some dough over here. We can cut some biscuits. We're going to make our actual namesake, the Vicious.
Oh, the Vicious. And so
Yep.
why is it called the Vicious? It makes me think it might be spicy.
So we had to have one biscuit that really resonated with what we wanted to be, which was a little bit of everything as far as flavor goes. And this has a little sweet, savory, spicy, everything all together. And so it is our fried chicken covered in our maple sausage gravy.
Whoa. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. These
It
these
is a
are
lot.
big biscuits.
They are, yes. You are not leaving hungry.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a napkin because I just have a feeling I'm gonna have to dig in at some point.
It's got a little maple syrup drizzle on top.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't know though. This is gonna be really messy, I think. But I will try it. That
And
looks
then
amazing.
a little of our sprinkle of our cowboy candy. And this is some house-made pickled candied jalapenos that we add. And that
So
is our
good.
vicious. So it's got a little sweet, savory, and spicy
right.
all together.
I am gonna try to attempt a bite of this, and we'll get to this probably in our second interview.
Okay.
We do have we have a part 2 with him. But tell us a little bit. I think do you have some promotions coming up?
We do, yeah. We
Tell us
have our
about that.
biscuits and barbecue coming up, really to kick off this summer. It's with a biscuit that we'll talk about in the next segment. It's got a pulled pork biscuit, and really featuring our sweet tea as well, which is a great, just southern staple of summertime.
Goes well together. This is amazing, by the way. Tell
Thank
everyone
you.
where you're located.
So we're located at 211 in Neptune Beach.
In Neptune Beach.
Yes, ma'am.
I knew it was going to be messy, but that's okay because now it's time to toss it to David. We'll have part 2 with Mike in just a little bit. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
David?
Yes, ma'am.
Living in the Kitchen, sponsored by Winn-Dixie, built by ProCraft Cabinetry.
Welcome back. We are living in the Winn-Dixie kitchen. Jordan is grubbing down on Vicious Biscuit deliciousness, and we have Mike Ball back with us for round 2. Okay, so let's get right into it. What are we doing? This looks fun.
So just showcasing that we make our biscuits fresh from scratch every day. So
Yeah.
usually big giant batches. I've got a little batch here. We're gonna
That doesn't look like
basically-
a little batch to me.
Right?
This is very little. So our biscuits average about 6 ounces each.
Wow.
So
Okay,
it's
cool.
a big one. So we cut them fresh each day. We pop them on our pans.
Love it.
Cut them basically every hour, making them fresh for the whole morning.
Yeah.
You can really taste the difference when it's scratch made.
Absolutely, yeah. Come on, like home scratch-made biscuits versus something I'm grabbing out of a can. I mean, that's just totally
yeah.
different stuff.
I do have
fluffy.
nostalgic memories of the Pillsbury, the
Of
flaky one.
course, right? Well, you
But-
can take and stretch them out, make pizza with them, all kinds of fun stuff. Right?
Exactly.
Especially when you're a bachelor.
So we toss them in the oven and then take
Into the
about
mashed
20,
up TV?
22 minutes.
Do you see? Like he grabbed it with a bare hand. How hardcore is he?
Yeah, calluses all over that thing. No. They were just.
We'll showcase.
Whoa, these look
They get a
amazing.
Great rise. We've got cheddar jalapeno biscuits, buttermilk
Yeah.
biscuits.
yeah.
We even have an amazing gluten-free biscuit, a recipe we've been cultivating over the last 4 years.
Patrick was
So,
gluten-free. We could have hooked him up.
We
with
just
one.
missed him. I spaced him. I had to follow Patrick Warburton. No, that's tough.
I know, right? Oh.
No, you're
No,
doing
you're
a great
doing
job.
great, and this is delicious, by the way.
Thank
The
you
shrimp
so
and
much.
grits on the
All right,
biscuit.
so where we go from here?
So we are making our Babe. This is going to be one of the biscuits that we're featuring with our summer promotion of biscuits and barbecue.
Yeah.
So it is a really great biscuit. So it's our buttermilk biscuit topped with our pulled pork. It's a nice smoky pulled pork.
Okay. Okay.
So it's a good, little brunch
Yeah,
and
that
lunch
looks
item.
great. What you got next?
We have our Carolina Gold barbecue sauce we top right over.
There's
So we
no
are a
water.
Carolina-based company.
There's no water.
There's no water, but there's champagne.
Oh, I'm a huge fan of the mustard-based barbecue sauce.
I
Like,
am
when
too.
I was a kid, I didn't really like it very much. But
Oh,
then,
I
like
love
as you
it.
get older,
So
I don't
good.
know what it is, but it's the best.
So coming from Charleston, we have a company called Maurice's and Bessinger's that grew up, and they really introduced the Carolina-based barbecue sauce to it. So that's all I knew growing up.
Oh, right on.
And then, of course, we top it after our bacon. We put a little bit of our cowboy candy on it as well.
Cowboy candy. I
Cowboy
love that.
candy, can't go
I
wrong.
wasn't down here for that. Tell them what.
Yeah,
it is
what is
exactly.
Oh yeah, so we slice fresh jalapenos and we candy them in some apple cider vinegar, sugar, a couple of different seasonings. So they cook down, they get a nice little sweet heat to them, but they got a little kick. So
Yeah, that's
if you like a little
amazing.
spice, go
He
for
can
it.
handle it. Go for it, David.
Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm not
It is
afraid at all.
massive.
This is incredible. Should I go at it with my hands or?
So you can. We recommend forks and knives.
Yeah, that's kinda
So
what I figured.
Some people go after it. We have some amazing kind of organic
know.
influencers that came through. Devour Power, they came through, and the guy had a huge beard, eating a crab benny with hollandaise everywhere. It was awesome.
Our executive producer gave me this look of like, if you're
Do
scared.
it.
And so like, I'm not scared. So let's do it.
So while he's taking a bite, you guys offer catering as well?
We do, yes. We
yeah,
are doing a full catering relaunch with a lot more variety. A little bit of lunch items, breakfast item, brunch items.
Nice. Oh, I think he likes it.
Yeah, I
What is
think
it?
so.
Mikey likes it.
Mikey likes
Oh
it.
my God. That is so good.
got a
That
lot of
definitely
flavor.
needs a fork and knife, man.
You did well, though. There's minimal spillage. Good job.
But
That's
if
so
folks
good.
want to get in touch, do they just go to the website, give you guys a call? How do they do
Yes,
the
ma'am.
catering?
So, yeah, you can hit our website up.
so
It's got
good.
links on everything. It's got online ordering capabilities. You can call the store, of course, as well. We focus on hospitality all the time. But everything is integrated through our digital platforms. So yeah, check it out. It's going to go live here in a couple weeks. So yeah, come see us at the restaurant as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got to come check you guys out. This is really, really amazing.
This is delicious.
This is crazy sauce. And guys, they left me some pimento cheese. You know how I'm the sucker for that. My wife was like, oh,
Personal
dude, he's
stash.
going to be smashing that in a minute. Oh, this is great.
Happy Buttermilk Biscuit Day.
Happy
Thank
Buttermilk
you so
Biscuit
much
Day.
for
Thank you guys for
coming.
having
Thank
us.
you so much,
We
man.
appreciate
This
it.
is really, really
Biscuit.
great. All right,
We'll
we'll
be
be right back. Jinx.
It's a grassroots restoration movement with real-time impact. I am talking about Vertical Oyster Gardens, and we've got Trey Ford. He's the strategic programming with St. John's Riverkeeper, and you also are doing the Resilient Revault, right? That program, I think that's cool too. And Mark Fiegel, he's the president of the Coastal Conservation Association. So say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for
Yeah.
having us.
So first, what is a Vertical Oyster Garden?
So a vertical oyster garden is a group of recycled shells that are hung vertically together on docks. And what they do is they allow for new oyster larvae to attach to it and start to culminate on this rope, and then they filter the water.
That's so interesting, and I did because I did a little research before this that a single oyster can filter up to 50 gallons.
That is correct.
That's amazing.
Per day.
Per day.
Per day.
Per day.
And so why is that so important?
So with water quality issues, and especially in the St. Johns River, the more filter feeders we can put in the water,
Yeah.
the likely to help save this river and get
Right.
freshen it back up.
Right. That's sad that we need to do that, but
Right.
it's nice to know that there's something like this. So why are these targeted mainly for the trout in the Revault River?
So the trout and the Reebok River are tributaries of the St. Johns River, and they have a lot higher pollutant levels, and they're more
Okay.
vulnerable to flooding and things like that.
Right.
So it allows us to target an area that's most vulnerable to the pollutants, including fecal bacteria.
Oh, yeah, I don't like the sound of that. And so you want to get the company involved or the community involved, right? Is there an opportunity to potentially get one of these for free on folks' docks?
Absolutely. So there's several opportunities to get involved. We are providing them for free with a partnership with CCA.
That's
They're
great.
providing all of the oysters that we're stringing up together. And so on June 21st, we're having a vertical oyster garden workshop where people can get hands-on with creating it and become stewards of the St. Johns River
Yeah.
or St. Johns River with us. And there's also something coming up in July.
Yeah, we're going to do a local Clean Up Florida Waters initiative to essentially help grow awareness to the water quality issues.
Yeah.
So it's a volunteer opportunity. We'll have 12, 13 sites around Jacksonville. You could find it on Eventbrite once it's registered.
Great. And yeah, I did put also, there's a link at the bottom of the screen right there. Take a picture of your screen because it's kind of a longer link, but that's going to be more information for you guys. And really quickly too, the St. John's Riverkeeper and the Coastal Conservation Association, why is that important for you to kind of come together for this project?
So the partnerships that we like to form are, so we're a fundraising organization locally. That's kind of what our goal is. It's a Northeast Florida chapter. So we try to work with organizations like the Riverkeeper to help fund these projects that that can make a difference in our area.
Yep. And other organizations that are involved are Riverview Collective Community Organization, which is a neighborhood that's surrounded by the Trout and Reebok River, Jacksonville University's Marine Science Institute. So it's a way for silos to come together to make a big impact.
I think that's great what you guys are doing and how fascinating.
Yeah.
So yeah, get on it, June 21st. Again, the website on the bottom of your screen. Thank you guys so much for joining us today and
Thank
showing
you.
us what it looks like. I think this is really cool and what you guys are doing is amazing.
Thank you.
Thank
David?